Hi guys, this is Mali again. Happy New Week. It's actually the middle of the week. I was meant to do this video Monday or Tuesday, but I was swamped with work. So happy Wednesday. Hope you're feeling better if you were ill, and hope you have a lot of energy to do your everyday activities. So today I am going to speak about food, different types of food relationships, because since I went back into personal training and coaching, I've noticed that we all have some relationship with food. Some is healthy, some it's not, and others don't know what relationship, or whether the relationship they have with food, whether the food makes them happy, is actually what's sabotaging um, their progress when they want to lose weight or when they want to be healthy. So today I'm here to give you just different scenarios of a relationship with food, and you should check if it's your it's your relationship, because any relationship with anything outside yourself, it is based on your beliefs about those things. It's based on your experience, it's based on your desires, it's based on your your past encounter with food and how you reacted to food, and then it influences your how you look at your eating plan, if you have an eating plan, or your eating habits, and also in return influences your progress. So the first one I want to speak about is food phobia. There are two things that I've noticed around food phobia. Food phobia is that you avoid certain food because of the smell of the food, the texture, and the taste, because it makes you nausea, or you vomit because of the past experiences with yourself or with others. You're exposed to food poisoning, and you didn't like the way in whatever happened as a result of food poisoning. So whenever you see those food, you avoid. Whenever you see those food, you avoid the food. So that's food phobia, and you are more likely to be malnourished because you avoid so many foods. Some of them could be healthy for you, but because you have past experience with the food, you avoid those food. And if you somebody write an eating plan, not a diet plan, and or even yourself, when you want to eat healthy, you wouldn't know how much you should eat and where to get your nutrients, because you're avoiding so much food. So if you have that experience of avoiding certain food because of the smell, the texture, or the taste, look at where did you learn that behavior, and how does it influence your eating habits right now. And the other food phobia that I have noticed, when this nutrition weight loss industry started, there was this misconception that in order to lose the weight, you have to starve yourself. And there are certain people who grew up under those beliefs at their homes, that don't eat too much, you will lose you'll gain weight. That relationship around food of starving yourself in order for you to remain thin. So you figure out people right now, whether it's young or old, they still have that belief that if I want to lose weight quicker or whatever, I have to deny myself food. And that it's not a healthy relationship with food, because you will deny certain food, like, I don't want to eat carbs, I don't want to eat potatoes, I don't want to eat that and that. So you eliminate certain food that actually are good for you, that gives you energy, that gives your brain energy, that gives your muscles after training. So those two phobias, if you have relationship, figure out where you learn those beliefs, and how do they interfere with your eating now, for you to be healthy, for you to have a fabulous relationship with food. And another relationship with food is a food addiction. Now, it comes in two ways. There are people who really, really love their food and enjoy their food. I'm one of those people. I love my food. Listen, I love and I eat, and I know I eat fast because, well, I've learned that at home when there was no food. So whenever food comes, there'll be my friend there eating with me. So I'll try to eat fast. I'll try to eat fast so that I could have more than the friend. So that's my relationship with food. I know I eat fast, but I don't have a problem with that. But in terms of my relationship with food, I love food. I eat food because I know it nourishes me. I know if I don't eat, my brain become very, very, my brain just can't do without food, and my body as well. So with the type of exercise I do, there's no way I cannot eat. Whether it's all, I eat almost everything, but I choose not to eat everything and anything. So I do eat all the carbohydrates, the potatoes, the pap, the rice. I do eat them. I don't have a problem with that. Not because I don't gain weight, but because they're food. That's how I have a relationship with them, because they feed my body. But there are people who love food and associate food with happiness purely because either their mom or their grandmom used to cook up the storm whenever they're around, or whenever they visit the grandma, they'll always be cooking. So, and you know, when we cook, especially African families, like black families, cooking is a form of celebration. It don't matter. There's a funeral, we eat. There's a function, we eat. There's a birthday, we eat. So not is also African, even Indians and Jewish. We have food. Food is for celebration, but some people can confuse that, because food, they associate food with happiness. You know that when I, because food, there should be happiness around food, but some people associate that for me to be happy, I have to eat. And to some extent, they don't discriminate what they eat. Even the good, the not so good stuff, they eat and overeat. Even when they're full, they still want to eat. And also, they cannot entertain or visit without food. So they associate happiness with food. And, and then their body get used to being excited by food, not on their own. Not wake up and you're happy. No, happiness is associated with food, and that can make you overeat and actually gain weight, because you don't know when to say no, I am full, and your brain goes to a point where it does not know that it how to tell you it is full, because you're is used to you feeding glucose all the time, so your body is constantly in a sugar mode. That can make you gain weight. So if you're that type of person, check where did you learn that. And then we have food addiction, who uses food to numb themselves, numb the pain, the stress, the insecurities, the doubt, the fear. So they eat so that they cannot feel the pain. They'll wake up in the middle of the night, they'll eat for the sake of eating, not necessarily that they are hungry. And they will sometimes eat, and go vomit. That can be also an eating disorder, can lead to an eating disorder and overeating. So if you are part of those two people who eat to feed a pleasure emotions, or who eat to feed the insecurities, the doubt, the pain, watch where you are. Watch your relationship with food. So before you go look for a meal plan, or you go to a dietitian, whether you're a feed phobia or a food phobia or food addict, get to the why, the symptoms, why you have this relationship, because there's no point spending so much money, and you every year you go through the same thing with meal plan, with diet, and by the end of 2019 you've gone through 5 diets, which means your relationship with food is not about food, it's something else. And the last one I wanted to speak about is eating disorder. That apparently can be more medical than the other two, because this one it's not so much about the food, but it's about the body. not feeling good in your own body, not having self-esteem, not being confident about being in your body. So you worry about the size of your body. Even when you're thin, you still think you're fat. So it can lead to anorexia. For guys, there's a word that it starts with B. I forgot what where no matter how muscular you go, no matter how shapely you get, you don't feel good enough, you don't feel muscular enough, so you're trying to avoid certain foods, use certain supplements to achieve this masterpiece of a body shape, but you're never at the point where you are happy with your body, and that can lead to serious medical condition like anorexic, like the other one for guys, I don't know what it is called, I forgot. So those phobias, those food relationship, they're treated differently. Like as I said, eating disorder is much more apparently medical, where you need to take those, I don't know, antidepressant or whatever else that doctors suggest, so that you can get the brain chemicals in balance, and you can start and you also take other, and you do other psychotherapy sessions to be able to help you balance your yin and yang, your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So guys, whatever relationship you have with food, if in the last year you've used so many diet plan, you have used so many supplements, one after the other, there's nothing wrong testing the supplements. I'm more concerned about the food. So that you've changed the diet plan so many times, and never stick to it until you see results, at least for 3 to 6 months, to say this works. But if every second month, every third month, you change the diet plan, which means it's not about the food, it's about you and your beliefs and your experiences and your traumas. So sit down and figure out why you're sabotaging your health and the body that you desire. So guys, that's it. And remember, I have a health and fitness vision board. I don't use pictures for the board, the usual putting up pictures that you want. I that's not hard. That's not the boards that I use. When I say vision board, I talk about mental vision board. That one, it works differently for me, but I sit down with you, and one of the things that I look at is your relationship with food, and I help you to get down to the crack of the source of your relationship with food, among other things. Those things can be as long as 20 things. It depends on individual. So remember, I do health and fitness vision board for individual. I do it on one-on-one. We can do it over the phone, or we can do it face-to-face, or we can do it on a group. And I just finished a Facebook on exclusive group on Facebook course that you can actually do it from your home. So if you're interested, when you're interested, and you know you're ready mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and everything, you're sure you're ready, you want to change your life, you want to change your life and your health, and get the health and the body that you desire, holla me. Just comment under or inbox me, and we'll chat. Thank you guys. Next week we're going to talk about I don't remember what we're talking about next week. We're talking about what we spoke about on Monday. The definition of fitness based on gender, or male and female. So we're going to do it next week. Keep well, stay blessed, namaste, and I'm crushing all my yoga people. Bye.